But why does my camera keep freezing like that? I swear to God. What in the world? I don't even know what's happening.
Swear to God.
Live, boys.
Let's go.
No, now we are. Yep.
Yep, now we are.
Oh, we are now? Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, there we go. All right. We're all set. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta mute that. I'm getting feedback. All right, I just wanted to make sure it worked. But ladies and gentlemen, we are now actually live. We thought we were live, but shit happens. You know how this shit goes. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, again, this is a milestone episode. Who thought we were gonna be here just in general? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the YKB Sports Show. Episode 50. Oh my god. Yes. Soundboard on lock. Cause you know ball, cause we know ball, cause you gotta know ball. You already know what it is. It is absolutely crazy that we have made it 50 episodes, and if you think for 1 second that we are going to stop, you are out of your damn mind, because we're gonna keep this rolling until the wheels fall off. You already know who we are. I'm Tyler, that's Robert, that's Dylan, that's Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get straight into it. So, as I discussed last week, whichever topics that we wanted to bring up for obviously open discussion with everyone else other than myself, we're obviously going to bring up. So we're going to go in reverse order, starting with Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy. As I discussed last week, obviously training camp footage came out, and obviously JJ looked like hot ass, while Kyler actually looked pretty decent. And so, not surprisingly, and not too long ago, they officially announced Kyler Murray as their official QB1 for the Minnesota Vikings. Gentlemen, are we shocked?
Quite honestly, no. Like, as soon as they signed Kyler Murray in the offseason this past year, or like in this offseason, I mean, we knew he was in quarterback one, even though he wasn't that great for the Cardinals. But to be fair, the Cardinals are a shitty team, so are you surprised? No. But by comparing Kyler to the quarterback room that they had in 25 and how they performed, I would say Kyler Murray was an upgrade no matter what at that point. So, yeah, this came to the shock of literally nobody. So, I mean, JJ McCarthy needs development, clearly. And then, don't get me started on Max Brosmer. Brosmer was terrible. Worse than McCarthy, somehow. I don't know how, but he was. But yeah. So, long story short, yeah. Not surprised at all.
Dylan, your thoughts?
I'm not surprised. I mean, sort of making the whole University of Michigan, that whole national title team, look a little fraudulent, especially with a lot of the guys really aren't panning out, especially with McCarthy, because the whole scandal for sign stealing and all that stuff. But am I surprised by it? No, because once they signed, like Alex said, once they signed Kyler, pretty much that was going to be their replacement for the time being. So that's all I got.
Rob?
Okay. I mean, I'm not really surprised by all of this, but at the same time, I am pretty disappointed with JJ. So when he was with Michigan, I mean, I think we can all admit it. He handed the ball off more than he threw the ball.
Yep.
I mean, that's always been kind of like a pattern with him. But even then, when he was passing the ball, I mean, he was always pretty decent, at least back in college. But I mean, ever since his injury when he first got drafted, I just think he's kind of regressed quite a bit. Like, he's still mobile, but as far as passing, I mean, he just doesn't have it as much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And but on the other hand, I mean, obviously, I mean, I know Minnesota's our division rival, and I mean, I don't exactly want them to beat us or all that, but I mean, I do hope it works out for him with Kyler Murray.
Well, we shall see. But JJ, if this is any key reminder that you need to majorly improve I would suggest doing that right the fuck now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say though, right? Like I almost think it was Michigan's play style that kind of held McCarthy back though in a way because Michigan was a run first offense than a pass first offense. So
Yeah.
So it was mainly you set up the run, and then you start off with the run, and then you hit them with the play action, which will open up the passing game. But the problem is that in the NFL, when you're going to a team that is mainly a pass first offense, it's just not going to work, unfortunately. So I don't know. I mean, best of luck to him, but yeah, right now he needs a lot of work. It's just not good.
So the next one that I want to talk about, it has a slight update to the story, but this was mentioned last week. Teddy Bridgewater is unfortunately, seemingly no longer going to play in the NFL. Don't worry, he didn't get majorly hurt or anything. But Dan Campbell announced on a press conference a few days ago that he was no longer with the team. We didn't know at the time, but seemingly he is going to go coach either back to high school like he was doing previously, or potentially in college football. Whatever one he decides to do, I think I can speak for again everybody when we say we have nothing but respect for Teddy and we wish him the best. But on that note, we have found the replacement QB for Teddy Bridgewater. And his name is Josh Dobbs. How are we feeling about the astronaut, former Vikings and Cardinals quarterback, joining the Lions as official QB? And Steelers too. How are we feeling about our new QB2 season?
I think it's an upgrade over Bridgewater, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Bridgewater was actually. Let me pull this up. Because things gotta be on my phone. But anyway, Teddy Bridgewater was
realistically, any other QB we have on our
Bridgewater was 33.
Is ass. Every other QB we have on our team, let's be honest, is kind of ass. Let's just be honest.
Okay. So Teddy Bridgewater is 33, but yet he looks like he's fucking 40.
Yeah.
You can't lie. But anyway.
How old is Dobbs?
31.
He's younger, right? He's 31? Oh, shit.
But anyway, but dude, still, Dobbs looks younger though. But by fucking, I don't know, 5-6 years. Anyway, I personally think that Dobbs is a better backup than Bridgewater because Bridgewater is more of I know he's more of a mentor, but at the same token, the dude literally retired and we signed him back. Like the dude was coaching high school football and was doing good at it, winning a state championship in Jacksonville, Florida. Or in Florida in general. Like, the dude knows what he's doing. So why are we signing him instead of getting someone like Josh Dobbs, who's actually been a serviceable backup? I mean, no offense to Teddy, but, like, I don't know. I think at that point, like, I feel like he was just there as more of, like, a mentor than an actual backup. If anything. Yeah. More as, like, a coach or something. Like, a player.
Well, either way, Dobbs is here. At least for this season. So we'll see. I think this was mentioned last week, but if not, we'll do it anyway. Speaking of the Lions, Trayvon Diggs is allegedly heading to Detroit. Do we think he actually is? And if so, is he going to benefit us in any way?
I think so.
All right. This is something that I've heard on a different Lions channel. Where they said that Trayvon Diggs was doing OTAs or was doing training camp with the Lions and seeing, basically tryouts, right?
Yeah.
So the word that I've been hearing is that even though they didn't come to an agreement on a contract when he was here, they're going to come with it. They're going to have a contract in the next upcoming days because it's not about if he's playing; it's when he will sign. Because it is the salary that they're looking at. Because they don't want to pay him too much for a year. They're trying to get that. So like his market value is up here. They're trying to wait for a few days for it to go down a little bit, and then that's when they can negotiate and actually get that to where they want it to be. So and besides, I mean Trayvon Diggs back in 2021, he led the NFL in interceptions with 11 interceptions. Like the dude was an all-pro caliber safety for the Cowboys. Like the dude clearly knows what he's doing. It's just that, unfortunately, he just kind of, I don't know, lost his shine when he was with the Cowboys and at one point seen as a franchise piece for them. But, I mean, as soon as the Packers just did not retain him, they just were like, you know what, we're just going to, but hey, for depth, we'll take a guy and just give him a prove-it deal, and if he does good this season, we can re-sign him for another year. I mean, hey, I like it.
I do want to mention, because Stefan's in the chat, there is kind of a bad echo going on, so...
Oh.
Yeah, there's a pretty bad echo.
Not me, though. I know that for a fact, bro.
I think it's me. I hope not.
Okay, it is for all around, so I just do want to mention that there's a slight echo on everybody's audio, not just Alex's, but it's everybody's, so...
It's just Discord, whatever, but...
It's Discord, ladies and gentlemen. It's called technology, but...
But also, I think one thing one thing I need to notice, or I kind of need to tell you guys, is that Christian Izzian, our the cornerback not the cornerback, the safety from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Apparently, he can also play slot corner. I did not know that he could do that, so that absolutely helps us because we need help with our secondary as much as we can. Besides, he was good for the Buccaneers, so thought I would throw that out there. So I think our secondary is better than most people think. So
there you go.
So I'm kind of happy about that, but still we need to be healthy though.
The final NFL thing that I did mention last week, everything else is newer shit. Stephon Diggs / Brandon Ayuk. Obviously, as far as if you've been living under a rock, you would know that the Commanders have gotten their receiver, and it is not Brandon Ayuk. It is Stephon Diggs, which is actually kind of insane considering all the legal baggage that he's had recently. So, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on freaking them choosing Stephon Diggs over Brandon Ayuk?
People of Washington, hide in your homes for the next few days.
No, seriously.
You might be your girl.
That's gonna clip.
There's gonna be like.
Alright, well, regardless.
I'm not wrong, am I?
But do we?
Why are you booing me? I'm wrong. I'm not wrong.
But but besides all that, if we're looking at it, if we're looking at it on paper in terms of the players themselves, I think Diggs is just the better option.
Yeah.
Diggs is more.
If you don't like the guy because of the shit he has allegedly done, that's reasonable. But you can't deny that when he's at his best, he does really fucking good.
He's good, but yeah. I mean, he's solid. He's solid, but still, do I think he's a game changer? No, not in my opinion. No, I think he's kind of lost his. I think he's gotten worse, but I wouldn't say worse in terms of like being like below average NFL wide receiver. He's still good. He's just not as good as he used to be. You know what I mean? Like when he was with the Vikings, and then when he was with the Bills. But still, he's just kind of like there. I mean, he will be a supporting piece for Terry McLaurin and whoever's in the wide receiver room, you know. So, I mean, it's a solid signing. He won't cause drama really in the locker room as much as Brandon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's better. It's better if you had two options, and if I was the GM, I would do that. So, yeah.
And then moving swiftly I say, because then we're going to start from bottom to top, I should say, in terms of new stuff.
Actually, before I want to say this. Apparently, the 49ers are finally cutting ties with Brandon Ayuk.
Oh,
finally!
Thank the Lord! How long have I been saying they should do this?
Yeah, in the locker room, they cleared all this shit out. They're like, dude,
he's got so much issue with the whole contract stuff, and then all the shit talk he's saying. So,
dude,
they said
he was not going to get that contract no matter. Well, now he's not, but back then he had a chance at it.
Yeah.
But did I think he deserved a contract even at the time? Fuck no.
No, absolutely not.
No.
What were even his like season stats? Like I don't think he was ever.
He
We got
I
overshadowed.
couldn't tell you off the top of my head. That's all I'm saying.
It's funny how the 49ers actually have Debo now back after he was at the Commanders, where Ayuk's really trying to go to the Commanders, trying to follow Debo's steps.
Nah. So what is this? A freaking Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers situation?
I don't know.
I
couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyway.
So hey, breaking news. He might actually be gone with the Niners, but again, we will keep you updated because I will certainly be clowning on this fool when he eventually is released by the Niners. But again, the last thing I wanted to, well, second to last thing, in terms of news that I put out last week for last week's show, MLB wise is, well, pretty obvious. I think we should get on and talk about it. Casey Mize, Terry Screwball, Scott Harris, the entire lockdown situation. Let's break everything down. What's everyone's thoughts on just this whole shit? Like everything.
Mize, and I don't know how Mize has done since his first MLB start with the Padres, but I just know that Scooble and Mize have not been as good as when they were with us. So I think the trades, I'm gonna be honest, like for what we've gotten for him. I mean, like for the amount we got for Scooble, I mean that was expected because he's a rental player right now. With what he's gonna be having to go through when he goes to free agency, because obviously he's gonna be asking for a bunch of money and stuff like that. But I know his ERA has gone up a lot since he's joined the Dodgers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like almost every single outing he's given up at least 2 or 3 runs. While I don't know how Mize has been doing, but all I know is that ever since they've left, none of them have really performed all that well. So I know a lot of people are bummed out about losing our two top pitchers, but like if you look at what we got in return, a bunch of young guys, like our future looks pretty bright. I'm gonna be honest. We keep bringing up a bunch of new guys, and they all start hitting the ball really, really well and stuff like that. So personally, I think it's a lot of good moves from Detroit, in my opinion, just because we're getting a lot in return that we can use for the future, then hopefully develop those guys into becoming really good baseball players. So I'm in full support of it. I'm getting rid of them.
Alex, your thoughts?
I'm honestly like, from when I heard the Scooble trade and then the Mize trade, I was not happy at the time. But of course, as the days went on and seeing how Scooble and Mize actually performed, I've actually started to like the trade a lot more because, dude, like it feels like that we have. It feels like we're setting up for the future without putting ourselves in cap hell, and that's the one thing that I feel like that the Tigers just need to avoid is being in cap hell. Because if you're in cap hell, that means you have to literally full blown just literally just sell everything. And honestly, did the Tigers really sell everything at the deadline? No. They could have gotten rid of, I don't know, Torres, Torkelson, or a couple other guys, but they didn't do that. They only sold Mize and Scooble, who, by the way, were on expiring contracts. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we got Zaire Hope, who was, by the way, the Dodgers' number 2 ranked recruit or prospect, and River Ryan, along with, I think there's another guy who we got in the Mize trade, which I think is Cash.
He was their number 2 prospect. He was a pitcher. Their number 1 guy was a catcher, but still, we got one of their top guys in their farm. I think, and he's young too. I think the dude's like 21.
He's basically the same age as I am. So yeah, so 21 years old. So literally, like the Tigers have extremely young prospects that could get developed in Erie, in Toledo, and then they can call them up. I mean, hell, literally just this season, we just called up Max Clark. Max Clark's been doing phenomenal for us. Been doing better than Parker Meadows in my eyes. We also called up Valencia. He's been hitting the ball very well as well. And then there's this one other guy who got the first bat he got a triple, a 2 RBI triple. I can't remember his name at the moment.
No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, his very first at bat, he hit one right down the right field line, and he ended up doing a base clearing triple. I think it was
what was
I have to pull it up.
I'm looking at her. Bryce Callahan.
Yeah.
Or Brett Callahan. Yeah, Callahan was another
It's
guy.
another guy we brought up, and all of a sudden, their very first MLB's like debut, they start just killing the ball.
So
I don't know how many people we brought up throughout the year, but we brought up a bunch of guys that are actually like doing good.
So it's like, I mean, as much as people will be like, "Oh, why the fuck would you give the Dodgers Taylor Skubal, a 2-time Cy Young winner, and all that bullshit?" I'm like, dude, you got to remember at the end of the day, we were not going to pay him. We had to ship him off before the trade deadline ended. Sure, is he doing not great with the Dodgers? Okay, cool. And then Mize gave up 8-9 runs in his first game with the Padres. So it's like, if anything, the trades look good on our end. If the Dodgers don't win a World Series this year, we win the trade automatically because we're getting young players in return. So, I mean, I'm A-okay with it. Scott Harris, I don't know, but I mean, we could have gotten more for him. But then again, do we really know what we would have gotten? What we would have gotten in the end of the day? Like, we're not in the front office. We don't know what said offers were. Everything is kind of just he said, she said.
Everyone's saying, I know there was one about the Phillies and the Brewers that they offered us that I don't know how true it would be, but like saying how their offers were better than what the Dodgers gave us, and we sort of just rushed the whole situation. And I'm really hoping that's not the case, but
then again, we don't know though.
Yeah.
So everything is just kind of we don't know. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. So I think it's good though for us. So it's up for the future.
Robert, your thoughts?
Frankly, I mean, I kind of feel two different ways about it. I'm not full on mad about this trade itself. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen at some point, especially after Jake Rogers got let go from the team. Which, by the way, he's on his 4th team right now, and this year alone, he's currently on the White Sox.
He started out with the Tigers, then he was with the Orioles, and the Orioles traded him to the Red Sox, and the Red Sox DFA'd him, and then the White Sox picked him up.
Yep. So
that's crazy for an MLB player to go through, like just the amount of just different teams that you're being on.
It's like, really, who wants me at this point? It's like
you're being passed around like a blunt.
Literally.
The guy that caught for the 2-time Cy Young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's a whole different thing. But as far as Skubal and Mize, Mize I was a little bit surprised by. I can't even lie. But
I was hoping we wouldn't trade him.
But then again, we have Jackson Jobe, and then we have Troy Melton, who has stepped up as one of the best pitchers in the league. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I'm sorry, not trying to interrupt. I'm trying to get my 2 cents on it.
But yeah, I mean, but the fact that we're still winning games is just fucking insane to me. Like that.
Yeah.
That's
sold the deadline week.
That's the
now we're.
Thing that I feel. But the second thing, which I think we all feel is coming, the possible 2027 MLB lockout.
Yeah, I want y'all's thoughts on that specifically.
So,
what do we think about that?
I guess I'll start off while I'm going over this shit. While I do want it to happen, I really do want it to happen, I just don't think the owners are gonna exactly cave in.
They won't.
Whether it's a certain.
I saw. I wish. I thought I saved it, but I know I liked a post on Polymarket on their Instagram page that there was a rough draft first pitch of a ceiling and a floor that potentially violates teams that are under and over that specific range, which does include the Dodgers.
Well, no shit.
What's going to include the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, all those stop spending teams?
Yeah.
And then there's also the teams that just don't spend money at all.
Like the Rockies, because
they have to have a salary floor.
Yeah.
Where a team needs to reach that much, reach the quota of how much money is spent so they can, then go from there. Which, do I think is going to happen? Only time will tell, but right now, with knowing how the players are acting right now, and honestly, can you even blame them? No salary cap means you're getting paid X amount of money with no limit. Like, there's no set market value. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, anyone can pay you whatever the hell they want. So, you know, so yeah, if I was a player, I would not be wanting this lockout. But hey, but then
I think it's needed at this point.
yeah, I was just gonna say.
This is
For the
stringed
sport
out
of
long enough
baseball,
to where it's
we need the lockout because we're having super teams like the Dodgers who are getting basically anyone they want, while we have small market teams who are on a fixed budget. They can't even get those, and they have to rely on prospects, panning out.
You know what I really want? A salary floor.
That's what was part of the pitch. Not only the ceiling, but the floor as well. Which I also mentioned. There's some violators that would be under this proposed floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so there are teams
You
that
realize
violate
too-
the floor that was proposed, or at least
We realized too for the Dodgers, like obviously you talk about like just their salaries and how they're able to just sign anybody. You realize that like for Shohei and like Edwin Diaz and like Kyle Tucker, just those players that they have all signed, all their contracts are all like deferred. They're not like they will like all their contracts aren't going to get paid out until like 12, 15 years. Yeah. Like way later until like way in the future. It's like they're not paying them all right the second, which is the crazy thing.
It's still bullshit.
Yeah. It's like it's like another like Bobby Bonilla where they're just constantly getting payments even if they're not like, even on the team.
Again, like I said, the lockdown just needs to happen so we can have a full ass reset and that the fans can actually enjoy baseball that is not as predictable as it is nowadays with certain teams.
At this point,
paying out all these players, God knows what blood money from what Illuminati bullshit. I don't fucking know.
Corporate boys.
It's Angel Hernandez.
Dude, Angel Hernandez, if he was in this era, or if he was in this MLB right now with ABS, his ass would be fired.
Why do you think he retired?
Immediately.
I am not suicidal, but
coming with the ABS system.
Bro, even CB Buckner dipped. Fuck CB Buckner.
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen. Well, I think we can all agree, just in general, we hope the lockout happens for the sake of the sport at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's LA. LA be doing some shady shit. Hollywood's over there, and they got those people. Just saying.
Okay.
Wait, listen, I'm not suicidal. All right?
Hey, yo, bro, stop, bro.
All right. And
you are going to be technically, you're damn near there, bro. all you say the one wrong word and you're fucked, bro.
Hey, listen. They're not going to know. They're not going to know YKB sports. We're not that popular yet. But anyways, the last thing that was mentioned last week, whatchamacallit, that I did want to bring up, because again, it is important because this man has contributed a lot just in the world of combat sports and just sports in general. And that is Brock Lesnar. NCAA wrestling champion, UFC heavyweight champion, multiple time WWE champion.
I forgot we were going to mention this.
Yes.
On the topic of MLB, Tommy John, the person who of course was the name behind Tommy John surgery.
It's where you tear your UCL in your arm.
Yeah, I have it on my notes, but yeah,
he passed away today. He passed away today at the age of 83.
So rest in peace to Tommy John.
There was a stat where it was like a lot of his wins came from like out of his 168 wins that he had in his like pitching career, like 120 something of them came from after he had the surgery, which shows that because everyone thought that it's one of those career enders when you tear your UCL in your arm, and the fact that he came back pitching better than what you would be before is pretty crazy to say. But rest in peace, dude. Obviously, you'll always remember because if you have the injury, you hear, "Oh, Tommy John." But
yes, rest in peace to Tommy John. May he rest.
One of the most revolutionary players in the in baseball history.
In the game. Anyways, back to it. I mean, again, I already discussed my opinions of it, and as much as obviously I cannot deny his contributions to the sports world in general, for obvious fucking reasons, because sure, it's all alleged, but we all know he's part of the Janelle Grant lawsuit, which we'll get into at least the update on that actually. But as much as obviously I respect what he's done for the sports world, Lesnar, please stay retired for the love of God. Please go away. Go back to Saskatchewan or wherever the hell you hide out in Canada and just hunt your deer. Seriously.
I think he actually will stay retired this time, though. I think this one's actually legit.
Yeah.
To go on for real this time.
But
although I don't know why the fuck he would do this thing.
What are y'all's reflections on Lesnar and the legacy that he's just left in general in sports?
I mean,
it's undeniable.
He's definitely going to go down as one of the faces of the ruthless aggression, and then of course the one of the faces of the PG era as well.
Just the modern era, just in general.
Just the modern era in general. I mean, he was known as the next big thing, and sure, he was definitely the next big thing.
And he was a big thing for damn near 20 plus years.
So, I mean, he is by far and away one of the most. How do I say this? He was one of the.
He is the
best
alpha
wrestlers
male
that WWE's ever had.
He's the alpha male of our species. If aliens come and we need a representative to fight for us, we're sending in him.
Yep, basically, but no, I mean, thank you, Lesnar, for your for all the moments that you've given us, and have a great retirement.
And stay gone. I don't want you coming back.
He will. He will.
No. He's done this time. He's done. I'm convinced. But yes. Anyways, but moving on to now officially new news. So this again ties into the whole Lesnar situation, but Vince McMahon, the devil himself, may be coming back, unfortunately. And I don't this, but here, I'll bring up the article that I saved on Insta because, it's straight bullshit. So of course, as many people know, which, again, Lesnar is included, which is why, obviously, I just wish he just stayed on because, But the Janelle Grant lawsuit, which, of course, Vince has been tied down to basically since 2022 when he had to basically out himself from the company. It is apparently getting held to a private arbitration or whatever the hell. Basically, professional legal words for it's getting dismissed, which is bullshit in my opinion. But yeah, Janelle Grant's federal lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE has officially been withdrawn and moved to private arbitration. Although there is no confirmation of a return, the decision could potentially leave the door open for Vince McMahon to appear in WWE again. Many believe McMahon has no intention of stepping away from the wrestling business for good. Bullshit. I call bullshit. I do not want him back. I don't know what the rest of you think, but I personally wish he would just, quite like Jerry Jones, I wish he would just not be alive and just die. And just die. So
I'm kind of in the same boat. I feel like him and Jerry Jones are literally in the exact same boat. Like, I feel like they're both people who are holding their respective franchises back. Of course, Vince's franchise, of course, is WWE, while, of course, Jerry Jones's is the Dallas Cowboys. But even though they're different sports, they both are in the same area where one person is basically batshit crazy and is doing stupid decisions as hurting their company, while you have fresh blood that knows what the fuck they're doing and will actually save the fucking thing by doing good storylines and all these ideas. But of course, he just
lost his touch. Quite frankly, he just lost his touch, and we know this. But again, just don't come back. Just why would you?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. But again, that's just our thoughts. Rob, Dylan, you guys have anything to say about this whole Jamel Grant bullshit?
No.
Honestly, just enjoy your money while you can and just stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Just again,
Six bucks.
he is a creep. He is a creep. We just know this, okay? We just know this. He's a creep. So, anyways, but that's all we got to say about that. So again, hopefully he just stays gone. But anyways, moving back to MLB and more updated shit. Let's go over the MLB standings. So, American League, of course, we start with as always. For the East, it's being led by the Rays, followed by the Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, and Blue Jays. American League Central, currently being led by the White Sox, followed by the Tigers, Twins, Guardians, and Royals. And then, of course, the American League West, led by the Astros, followed by the Rangers, Mariners, Athletics, and Angels. Moving on to the National League, on the East side, we are, of course, being led by the Braves, followed by the Phillies, Marlins, Nationals, and Mets. National League Central, currently being led by, of course, the Brewers, followed by the Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates, and Reds. National League West, of course, being led by the Dodgers, who else? Followed by the Padres, Diamondbacks, Giants, and Rockies. Of course, I mentioned my side on last week's show, and of course, I wanted to get y'all's thoughts. We are not only damn near close to actually getting at 500, which we've been preaching the Tigers to do for months now, if not weeks. But they are now suddenly in second in our division. Are we back?
I'm hoping we can bounce back against the White Sox series, to say at least, after we just got swept by them.
That did happen, unfortunately. Yeah.
I mean,
But if you look at the bright side, though, after that series loss, that was our first series that we've lost in quite some time, to say the least. I think that's the first one we've lost since the Phillies, which was the series before All-Star break. I think that's the first series we've lost now since the All-Star break, which, look at it that way, it's really, really good.
yeah, that's good.
I know starting the series, we were what, one game under 500. We're now 4 games. We did have a spot in the wild card. Now we're a game out. No big deal. I mean, we do have the Pirates coming up, which have been playing pretty well. They just got done. I think they just swept the Red Sox, believe it or not. So, and the Red Sox are one of those teams that were on fire for the longest time. But I know we played tomorrow on ESPN, so I'm definitely gonna be watching that to see how that ends up going. But so far, I'm liking how we're playing. I mean, this was like the first series where our pitching genuinely sort of let us down because we gave up nine runs the first game, 4 in the second, and then another 7 runs. So I mean, just in that in general, if you give up close to 6 or 7, no pun intended, runs a game, it's hard to put a lot of pressure on your hitting just to try to keep scoring, even though ever since the All-Star break, we've been averaging 5 to 6 runs a game. It's just, you can't,
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm looking at the chat. So Aviation 1436 is in the chat. We were talking about Jerry earlier. He said, yeah, Jerry was in some racist news article when he was a kid. LOL.
Yes.
Yep, I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Is that's the funny thing? They're both racist old fucks that need to die.
Yeah, Jerry and Vince need to die. All right. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. But anyways, the last thing I want to talk about MLB wise is Tim Anderson. He is retiring. What are our thoughts on that? Down goes Anderson. We all know that tagline.
Fuck Tim Anderson, bro. I will straight up say that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, he probably had a good career. I don't know too much about him, but he probably had a good career. So, I guess just have a good retirement and best of luck to life after baseball.
Well, moving on to.
Hold on, let me cook real quick. Let me talk some shit.
Robert, your mic's kind of low. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say, I can barely hear him.
Uh-oh, here comes the bomb.
Let let me still talk my shit.
Oh fuck.
Tim Anderson had a fucking batting title. Ever since he got
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out, he hasn't done shit since. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn, bro. Like that, damn.
Everyone will be listening.
That's getting clipped. That's getting. Oh my god.
Shit.
Shit. Alright. Well, anyways, on that note. So.
Oh,
We are now moving on to a sport which we have not talked about in a minute, at least to a full extent, and that is NCAA college football. And ladies and gentlemen, because again, I saw this, or somebody saw it, and someone sent the group chat.
Dylan.
But this week four lineup for
Yeah. What about it?
college football. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. So I just want to give a rundown of this week 4 schedule because it's going to be a movie. All right. Okay. Can we not be playing TikToks right now? Good. We're live. Damn it. We're live.
I mentioned it.
Oh my god. All right. Anyways, guys, this week 4 schedule looks really good. So hold on. Let's break this entire week down. So first of all, we got Oregon versus USC. Then we got Ole Miss versus Florida. Then we got Oklahoma versus Georgia. Then Texas versus Tennessee. Then Iowa, of course, versus U of M. Texas A&M versus LSU. South Carolina versus Alabama. And those are just the big games. So, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but that looks stacked as fuck.
Okay. I'm looking at it right now.
Is that the week with LSU? When's the LSU Ole Miss? That's not week 4, is it? No.
No, that's not week
No.
4.
Oh, darn it.
Let me look at week. Actually, I'm trying to think when that game is.
Yeah.
Actually, whatever. But no, week 4 looks really good. I mean, you got
Oregon and USC, Ole Miss and Florida, Oklahoma, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, Iowa, Michigan, Texas A&M, LSU, and South Carolina, Alabama. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good if you ask me.
Texas at Tennessee should be okay. That should be a good matchup. Oregon, USC, classic Pac-12 right there. Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Penn State, What is it? Iowa, Michigan is going to be interesting because it's going to be, I think, what is this?
Aviation, I do want to mention Aviation 1436, the same person from earlier, mentioned SMU and Penn State are their sleepers for the season. They could be sneaky good.
Penn State,
I believe it. SMU's I believe it.
Penn State is just kind of like a to-be-determined team with me right now because of Matt Campbell, and we don't know how good, Iowa State's football team really is, or like what most of those players were. SMU is, SMU. They can get recruits. They can pay players. I mean, they got the Texas Oil money. Hell, they literally got busted by the NCAA back in, 1979, I think, for it. So, yeah, they can, but anyway, they can get recruits there, but pretty much, I can see them being sleepers. The ACC is not very strong this year. Besides, I don't know, Miami and Clemson, although Clemson's more of an overrated team. So, I don't know. I mean, I can't blame you there.
All right, moving on to the NBA. We got some stuff to talk about. Number 1, and I think probably the biggest news piece, Russell Westbrook is retiring.
Yep.
The end of an era is damn near. What are we thinking about Westbrook now officially being gone as an active member on the roster?
That's to be weird. Our childhood is starting to go away.
Childhood is dying.
I grew up watching Steph. Steph's still in the league. Obviously, you got LeBron, but KD's starting to get to the point where he's getting close to the end of his career. Chris Paul's retired, right? I'm pretty sure he's retired.
Yeah, Chris Paul retired.
Him, now Westbrook. It's like all these players that we're starting to, we grew up watching, starting to either hit the retirement and, go on with the rest of their lives, or they're getting to that point, which is hard to believe. Hitting the new era of basketball, which honestly feels really, really weird.
I had the same thoughts as well. I still remember watching that 2016-2017 season where Westbrook basically averaged a triple-double and won the league MVP. Like, it was just basically Westbrook and the Thunder. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll always be known as Mr. Triple-Double just because he was the first player since Oscar Robertson to actually average a triple-double in the NBA season. So I think it was like what 30-10-10. I can't remember. I think that was what it was, but
He also had like a 20-20-20, right? Did he not?
I think it was that. Either way, he was doing ridiculous numbers, and honestly, he was a staple of the 2010s in terms of point guards go because, I mean, the dude was, the dude just was lights out. Just a great team player and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can probably say it for all of us when we say have a great retirement and thank you for all the memories you've given us.
We salute you, sir.
Yep, we're gonna miss you, Brody.
The other thing, Lakers being sold to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger for $12 million. Robert, you were the one to break us the news. What are your thoughts on this shit?
Not million.
Man,
$12 billion, 12.5, right?
Yeah, something like that. But
yeah,
Biggest sell, and
yeah,
I know obviously the Commanders was the huge one with was it Dan Snyder? I don't remember his name.
yeah,
Yes.
Snyder, yeah.
Yeah, the Bus
I
family.
think Snyder sold it.
That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, Lakers are under new ownership. I mean, what do we think of this?
Actually,
Wasn't the person who owned Los Angeles? Wasn't there a bunch of scandals behind his name? It had something to do with it.
Are you talking about the current owner or the new owners, or are you talking about the former owner?
The former owner.
I've heard some shit about at least one of the new owners and how they're tied to a certain person. I'm not going to say who, but I know that at least.
Unless you're thinking of Donald Sterling.
No, it wasn't that. No, it's not him.
Oh, are you talking about oh fuck.
Jerry Buss?
No. I don't know. I might be wrong then. I have to look, but
anyways, the Lakers are under new management, quite literally $12 million later.
I'm trying to figure out who.
Do we? I mean, is it? We don't know exactly.
I happened to see a post on something. I might have seen something.
Walter. That's his name.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Mark
Walter. I don't know. I don't know if he's had any scandals. Actually, he might have.
I thought there was. I had to look. I thought there was a post that I saw, and they're saying how LeBron had something new about like a change of ownership or some shit, which is why he probably left Los Angeles. But whatever. That's besides the point. But
Mark Walters' Lakers sale memorialized by mass layoffs, price hikes, and losing LeBron. Yeah.
Well, that ought to freaking do it. That ought to freaking do it. So, yeah, none of those helped that guy's case. So, well, then I'm not shocked. But anyways, they're under new management, and, well, we shall see what direct effect it has on the teams in general. Moving on to the last two, well, not really news pieces, but, again, similar to the college football thing we were doing earlier, I want to talk about the first thing of the two. The 3 opening night games for this next NBA season, because holy balls. First of all, you have Celtics versus Pistons. Then you have the Sixers versus the Knicks. And then you have the Thunder versus the Spurs. What the entire fuck is this opening weekend because holy shit.
Dude, it just
That
gives
is
me an
amazing.
appetite. At this point,
That is
I
amazing.
mean,
That is amazing.
this is either going to be the appetizer to the rest of the NBA season, which I think that's what it is, but it's a fucking great one.
Yeah.
Or it could be the entire entree, and then the rest of the NBA season could be literal shit. but we'll see. But I mean, Celtics Pistons. It could have been better if they didn't get rid of Jaylen Brown, but it'll at least still be Cade and the Pistons versus Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Personally, I think the Pistons will come away with this one because no Jason or with no
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen
So they
Brown,
lost the top
yeah.
scorer on their team. Yeah.
That's going to hurt them. Besides Cade and besides the defense, I mean the Pistons got better in the offseason too. So
Do you think we're gonna get Jalen Duren back? Like, do you think we're gonna sign him?
I actually, as a matter of fact, I saw a video of a Pistons fan pretty much kind of going into depth about it, where the Pistons are in a tricky situation where if they do pay him that massive contract, they'll be overpaying and then they'll be going to like a salary cap like situation. But of course, if they don't sign him, they're going to let him go. Who would be able to replace him? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same thing with what the Suns did with DeAndre Ayton, where Ayton won a fuckload of money, and then just like you're like, no, we're not going to give you that money. We're going to let you walk,
And he hasn't been the same since then.
and he hasn't been the same since. So it's kind of like,
Do you take that gamble?
yeah, I mean, personally, I don't think it's smart to go against. I mean, Duran didn't really do anything in the playoffs this past season, and this was like his first season where he actually like was an all-star. So I mean, right now I'm kind of leaning towards letting him go and then trying to
How
find another.
old was Ayton when the Suns let him go?
Let me actually check really quick because this was back in what 22. So what's DeAndre Ayton's?
Because
DeAndre
Duren's
Ayton.
what, 21? He's young.
He's 28 right now, so subtract what 4 years, so he was like what 24, 23.
And how old is Ayton? And not Ayton. Duren's what, 21, 22?
21, 22. So
I
mean-
mean, like, I'm hoping that if we can get him back, that'd be amazing. Because obviously we don't have Isaiah Stewart anymore. Keep that in mind.
mhm.
Even though, yes, he was severely like undersized and all the stuff, but like, I feel like we need another one of those like stronger big men like in Duren, where yes he can, yes he's your traditional big where he can't stretch the floor, and obviously the game has changed to where you need some big man to be able to shoot the three ball. But him being able to rebound well and being able to at least score in the inside and be able to just set pick and rolls and all that things, I think we should sign him because keep in mind too, he's only what 21. He's still got many more years to just mature and still improve. Ayton, when he got let go, yeah, he was 24, but he was what 3 years older than what Duren was.
Mhm.
So I feel like yes, yeah, he might be asking for a lot, but I hope that if we do end up re-signing him, that it ends up being worth it because I don't want to have to pay him. Because he was asking for what? How much a year?
He was asking for like I can't remember the
30
exact
plus, at
details,
least.
but it was a frick
He
load
wanted
of
like a
money.
super max.
It was like 50 mil a year.
Okay, yeah, and that which was like absurd, but I'm hoping that if the market's not willing to pay him that much and he's willing to take maybe get paid 30, 35 mil a year instead of his 50 mil, I think that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing too. He tried having himself like he tried to what was the word for it? Like see how he would do in the market, and no teams really like wanted him. So I'm really hoping that if it stays that way, he might just like come back to Detroit, who's actually willing to still offer him, except for he's just not going to get what he wants.
I mean that's kind of how the NBA is going to tell you, hey, you gotta come back down to reality
Yeah.
here. And like,
No, exactly. Ever since, yeah, he had a great year, and I think That's the thing that worries me about some players is that they have like a one good year and they think that they should deserve like the max amount of money that any team can give them. And it's like, well, dude, you still need to prove yourself. I wonder how much pressure that would put on you though that you're being paid 50 mil a year, and if you don't end up performing well, like just
that would no.
just the pressure of the amount of paying, but also just the fans that'll be on your ass about everything.
Hell, dude, just look at the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't even need to. We already know about that shit.
So yeah, but anyway, I mean, yeah.
But anyways,
we'll see.
But yeah, this open. But yeah, those 3 games.
Game 2, and I didn't get into game 2 though with the Spurs and Thunder.
That's gonna be a cinema.
That's gonna be insane because now we
have 7 games, right?
Huh?
That went to 7 games.
Yeah, it went 7 games.
Yeah. So I mean that itself.
And then
those SGAs and then you got Sixers and Knicks. Oh my God.
LeBron versus Brunson on ring night in Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. What the fuck?
You think the Knicks will pull off some random ass comeback?
I don't know. I mean, they lost Mitch. They lost Mitchell Robinson.
That's true. They did lose. Oh, that's right. Don't the Celtics have him?
Oh shit, that's right. They do. Fuck, that's right. But I don't know if he's really going to be that. He's not really an offensive player, though.
Yeah, he's more of a defense, but he's a really good rebounder, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's more like a defensive rebounding big instead of an offensive, scorer. So I don't know. But no, but no. It's going to be absolute fucking cinema for sure, though.
But that is not the only thing cinema-wise. And again, we're, of course, going to transition to the NFL briefly, but I also wanted to talk about the NBA, NFL combined Christmas schedule because holy shit. Going from 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way to 10:30 p.m. We have Spurs versus the Knicks, Packers versus the Bears, Heat versus the Celtics, Bills versus the Broncos, 76ers versus the Lakers, Thunder versus the Timberwolves, Rams versus Seahawks, and Nuggets versus Warriors. I mean, good lord. That's a fucking
holiday feast, bro. It's gonna be we're gonna be fed. We're gonna be fed with good basketball and good football, bro. Especially
you combine those 5 basketball games with those 3 football games. You're set for your Christmas
I'm gonna be gonna be full, bro.
Yeah, man. So
feel like a Twinkie.
Stay glued to your TV sets because my God, you're in for some absolute cinema. Hands up.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
But now let us move on finally to the NFL new news. And we are going to start off we're going to go Lions stuff first. So first of all, Cade Mays has a little bit of a wrist injury going on for the Lions, but as far as I'm aware, he shouldn't be out for too long, ?
Yeah, not too long. I think it's only going to be until
he was going to be out 8 to 10 weeks, but people don't realize that those 8 to 10 weeks includes the preseason games. So he should be back by week 5 or 6.
Yeah. And good news is that the good news is that with the Lions and their schedule, the games that we are going to play are against not so great teams.
We only have one.
Other than the Bills.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're only going to be week 1. We're going to be facing the Saints. Then we're going to face the Buffalo in their stadium. Then we're going to face the Jets. Then Panthers. Then Cardinals. We're going to have them back probably before the Packers game.
Yeah.
At the very which will be crucial.
Which will be a crucial game because of course it's a division matchup. So
it's the goddamn Packers. It's the goddamn Packers. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, we're fine.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Another player, Isaiah Pacheco, the shadow to our Sonic Jahmyr Gibbs. He has a sprained MCL, but he shouldn't be gone for too long either.
He will play week 1. I'm going to say that right now.
Isaiah Pacheco.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. So at least that's good. And then
Rakestraw had what, a shoulder stinger?
I didn't even know about that. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about in terms of the Lions, which actually was just brought to, again, my attention at least, Dan Campbell is a few short wins away from becoming the second winningest all-time head coach in the Lions franchise history.
Let's go.
Pretty.
I mean, hey, dude, he deserves it, bro. We were in hell.
But yeah, he's currently at around 40-ish wins, but he is basically like 6 or so games away from getting second all time, which
He will
again
do
is
it. He will hit
massive.
it this season. He will hit it this
Oh,
season.
Absolutely. There's no way he doesn't hit it this season. I guarantee you he will.
Like,
and he deserves it because that's the kind of coach that he is. Like, I would die for that man.
Players
I would
love
die
him.
for that man.
The fan base loves him. The owners love him. He's just a lovable guy. But
Yeah.
I feel like the preseason. I mean, I know it's preseason football, but still, it's NFL football. Especially for us Lions fans. Ahmed Hassanin. Hassanin had a great game against the Bengals. 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and one of the sacks being on Joe Burrow against the starting lineup of the starting offensive lineman of the Bengals. Dude, it means something to get a sack against Joe Burrow, and that's his first career NFL sack, by the way. It means something, so good for him. And honestly, that's pretty much like the main name I kind of wanted to like kind of highlight there. Although Abney did good. What's his name? Our first Blake Miller did good in his debut. I mean, Luke Altmaier is actually going to be battling Josh Dobbs for the quarterback 2 spot for like the backup. We'll see what happens there, but either way, I think we're set pretty much. I think we have depth for the season, guys.
We're good. Staying in the division, Kobe Bryant from the Bears is set to miss some pretty significant time. But yeah, Bears safety Kobe Bryant is going to be out for a minute, though. That's all I know.
He's going to be missing 4 to 6 months. 4 to 6 months after taking knee surgery.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
so. There goes one of their acquisitions on defense. So Bears defense might still be shit.
I mean, hey, we'll see what happens with that. And then on another team, the Minnesota Vikings, Jamal Adams is out for the season. And again, that's just another unfortunate situation.
Non-contact injury suffered in the first preseason game for the Vikings.
Yeah, that sucks. But
yeah, best safety in the nation, no more, unfortunately.
Then what else do you want to talk about? I'm just trying to go with whatever order. This one, but yeah, we'll go to the tippy top. But little mini ones. The 49ers recently signed Zamir White and Eli Apple. What are our thoughts on those two getting signed to the Niners?
All right, Robert, you take this one away because you know Zamir White. You know Zamir White and you know Eli Apple. Just go. Just take it away.
Pick one player for me to start off with.
All right, start with Zamir White.
Do Zamir.
All right.
Former Raider,
yes.
As far as Zamir, okay, he pissed me off with the Raiders, but I do hope he has a bounce back with his career. I really do.
Yeah.
In 2023, he did help the Raiders in more ways than one ever since Josh Jacobs decided to bitch out on the fucking team, which in some cases I don't blame him, but in other cases I absolutely do. But that's a whole different story. But I do hope it works out for Zamir White. As far as Eli Apple, though, okay. Number one, I just have to say, fuck Eli Apple.
I think we can all agree. Fuck Eli Apple. Mm-hmm.
As far as all the wide receivers saying like fuck him, I absolutely agree. Like you're a fucking 10th pick in whatever fucking draft he was in, and you're playing in the league for God knows how many years, and you're still shit. You're still straight up fucking ass. No
Dog
matter
shit.
what fucking
Straight
team,
buns.
like, you might as well have a fucking rainbow out of your fucking jerseys that you collected over the fucking years. But as far as that goes, I mean, will it add to the 49ers shitty depth that is clearly on IR? Yeah. But will it actually help them make playoffs? And
I mean, at this point, the Niners need all the help they can goddamn get with all these damn injuries because the goddamn electrical substation being just the bane of their existence at this point. I mean, again, we talked about this a few days ago.
Dude, I literally just forgot that
What?
but they don't have Robert Saleh as their defensive coordinator anymore, so I don't even know how that defense is going to be this year.
He's on Robert Saleh's with the Titans now, so yeah, the Niners might be really fucked.
yeah,
And ironically, the only play that I know Eli Apple for is literally the freaking Cooper Cup. Yeah, Super Bowl.
Apple is not going to carry them to a Super Bowl appearance that they're going to choke for the 5th time this decade.
Yeah, I agree. If anything, he might.
But I do know one thing for sure. Despite all these injuries, that is definitely going to do damage on their overall record this upcoming season. They are still not going to be as bad as the Cardinals.
No,
and that tells you a lot about and that tells you a lot about the Cardinals more than the Niners, if anything.
I think we can agree that like the division order, I think will definitely be what Rams, Seahawks. That can be interchangeable, and then you have of course 49ers, Cardinals.
Again, you could have the entire first and second team injured for the Niners. You could have third stringers for the entire season, and they're still gonna do better record wise than the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and if anything, that's just sad. If anything, this is not like clowning on the Cardinals. That's just sad, really.
It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, they've been shit for what the past 3-4 seasons already. I mean, 2021 they had that one.
2021 with Kyler Murray was their peak, and then they just
they had DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, dude, and then ever since then they just have not been the same at all. Lost to the Packers in a wild card, and then that was the farthest they've gotten this century.
And if that isn't bad enough, which leads to the next headline. Notorious first round pick, of course, if you watched our draft live or watched it back on replay. He is out for the rest of preseason and potentially week 1 of the regular season. He is injured, and that just sucks. Straight up.
I do not wish any harm on Jeremiah Love because it was not his fault that he got drafted by the Cardinals, but I will absolutely say this right now. If this man gets injured, or if he has a season-ending injury and does not be the same ever again, I'm blaming the Cardinals for being absolute fucking idiots for drafting a running back without a safe and secure offensive line, because I could have sworn I seen fucking teams do this shit before and think that, okay, we're going to solidify our running back when we don't have an offensive line. I'm looking at the Steelers in 21 when they selected Najee Harris. I'm looking at the Carolina Panthers when they selected not Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. I'm looking at the Falcons when they had with Bijan Robinson a little bit, although Bijan actually is doing good though, but still. And then you also have the Giants when they drafted Saquon Barkley, because let's not forget, before Saquon left to go to the Eagles, this man was getting injured left and right. I'm blaming not only the turf of that, but also the offensive line. So, how NFL teams have done this, thinking, oh, we're going to take a good running back, even though we have offensive line issues. And like, dude, who the hell is going to block for him? And I swear to God, I hope to God this is not going to be what's going to happen, because it happened with the Raiders as well when they drafted Ashton Genty. No offensive line help, which thankfully the Raiders, they get Tyler Linderbaum, they do have Colton Miller, they do have guys on the offensive line. But the Cardinals, their offensive line's been shit, like really bad. Paris Johnson's not panned out at all. They literally Chase Besantis, their second-round pick, literally got a torn MCL. The dude, their offensive line is made of freaking. It's made of freaking.
It's made of glass. It's made of
glass.
But again, I do want to preface that they're only reporting it as at worst just up to week 1 of the regular season. That is what I'm being told. So
that better not be a foreshadowing for shit to come. Because if it is, I swear to God, I will forever hate the Cardinals. Because Jeremiah Love is one of the best.
But we can confirm here live. We can confirm here live on YKB Sports that at least for the rest of the preseason, he is out. Now, it is only depending on whether he comes back week 1 or 2, but regardless, he will be back at some point within the next month at most. So we can confirm that. So, moving on to Darren Waller. Recently got signed by the Panthers. He is seemingly their new tight end 1. What are we thinking about Waller going to Carolina?
He's genuinely gonna cook.
He could.
Well, you guys can you guys can call it a hot take all you want. I genuinely.
No, I don't think so at all.
I don't think so either.
No, I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think
Waller was one of the best tight ends in the NFL back when he was with the Raiders. I remember that. I mean,
that's what I say. If anyone knows about what Darren Waller's all about, it is Rob, because he used to be on the Raiders.
I got not only did I follow him like his Raiders stuff, but I also followed him after he left, like the Giants and
the Giants.
We're not getting into his rap,
Dolphins,
but
no.
Besides that, he can still play. Like, even last year with Miami, like, he had that one really good game where I think he had, like...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But, I mean, he fucking went off. But, I mean, if Bryce Young can use him right, I mean, I could definitely see a possible resurgence.
Wait, no, are you talking about... No, he plays for the Dolphins, doesn't he? Now?
No, he just signed with the Panthers.
Oh, Panther. The fuck? Panthers?
Yes.
You sure?
Tyler just said it.
Oh, he does. Okay, I thought why? I thought for the longest time that he signed with the Dolphins. My bad. That's completely my bad.
Well, no, he did, but just
okay. Well, never mind. No, okay, never mind. Now I'm like completely high on him because now Bryce. Because I mean, now you have a better quarterback than I thought.
Oh,
yeah.
Because Bryce Young can get it to him. Because I know he can.
He can.
Dude, that wow.
He's just got to get enough time to just throw the ball in general, which has always been, like, to me, the biggest thing that's been holding Bryce under. If you give him time to throw, he will get it to your man. And in terms of Darren Waller, he's going to catch that shit. Like, we've seen how he can play.
If he stays healthy, this man could potentially go off.
He could potentially be, as much as I hate to say, because I love Kyle Pitts, the best tight end in the entire NFC South. Easily.
He can be.
So we'll just see. We'll see how it plays out. But yes, he is back, and this time with the Panthers. Moving on to the Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions. Number 1, we have an extension.
Look at the fucking screen.
What?
Oh, in timeout, bro.
Oh, timeout. What the fuck?
Oh my god, I felt like Peyton Manning on the Manning cast.
Sorry.
Seahawks and Broncos? Yeah, I remember that.
And, okay, as far as that take, you have to remember who else is in the NFC South.
What, Jawan Jennings? Or whatever his name is? Jawan Johnson?
He was a top 10 tight end last year.
That is true. Okay. Jawan Johnson did really good, at least in terms of fantasy, because I know I picked him up in one of my leagues. Jawan Johnson for the Saints is actually not that bad. Yeah.
Buccaneers still have K. Dotton.
Oh my god, that's right. Oh.
And then, of course, Kyle fucking Pitts. Your own...
I know, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again...
The problem with Pitts is that he's very inconsistent. That's my main problem with Kyle
And I
Pitts.
love him.
We-
and I love
keep
Kyle
on-
Pitts. But yes, he is inconsistent.
Hear me out. His first
But then you will see.
year, he had 1 touchdown, right? Second year,
Mhm.
2. Third year, 3. Fourth, last year. What do
So
you think he's gonna do this year? Really?
6.
or 7.
No.
Ah.
Don't you?
No, but
you need to do
if he
it.
actually gets a total of 6 touchdowns this season, bro, that's fucking crazy.
I don't know. I mean,
I will.
I don't know.
I swear, I feel like he's gonna get 6.
I mean, he has to, right? There's no way. I hope he gets more, but again, just for the sake of the last 5 seasons being, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it has to be, you know what I'm saying?
Hear me out.
But yeah, so now that you say that, yes, you have Cade Otton and Jawan Johnson, of course, respectively from Tampa Bay and New Orleans. So again, Darren Waller has got that potential, especially with the Panthers now. So that's all I'm saying. But yes,
I mean,
you
he's
got
a
great
vertical threat
ends
tight end. The
this
dude is
offseason.
a great route running tight end. So
Yes. But yes. NFC South tight ends looking very good. But anyways, moving on to the Super Bowl champions. 2 notes from them. Number 1, Devin Witherspoon is extended, so he, of course, is staying in Seattle for a good bit.
way too much money, by the way. Highest paid cornerback in NFL
Yeah,
history.
highest paid
That's insane.
cornerback, not quarter, cornerback in the NFL as of right now, of all time, which is crazy.
Yeah. He's getting paid
But I
one
mean-
Sertan and fucking
Sertan?
Christian Gonzalez. I'm fucking sick.
Wow, that's
I'm fucking sick.
Well, I mean, hey, their defense is really fucking good just in general.
Dude, Devon Witherspoon was not the reason they were good. That's the thing.
No, I agree.
He really
He was not. It was everyone else, in my opinion, but not him. Fuck that.
Dude, freaking
But we'll-
Christian Gonzalez is worth more than him. He was the main reason why the Patriots even got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But again, Devin Witherspoon extended, highest paid cornerback in the NFL right now. But the second piece of news coming out of Seattle, which does relate to us, technically. Terrion Arnold is expected, he has not actually done it, but he is expected, pending legal shit, is going to sign with the Seahawks. Now that, in terms of secondary, in my opinion, is a really good move. What are we thinking about Terrion seemingly pretty much making it official, at least as of probably in a few weeks or so? But what do we feel about him in Seattle? As it seems it's going to happen. It's going to happen,
I
seemingly.
can't be mad at Seattle themselves. I mean, they're doing what they're doing best. I mean, trying to make their team better. But
And again, this is Terrion fucking Arnold. We know how good he is.
He wasn't good. I'm sorry, he's not good.
Or not. Most of us, except Alex.
No. Seriously, dude, I will actually back that up. Terrion Arnold's PFF grade this past season, he had a coverage grade of a 53.8, 92nd out of 114 qualifiers. Run defense grade 47.1, 95th at the position. Overall defensive grade of 52.6. Dude, it was ranked 97th in the league. The dude sucks. If anything, I'm happy that we got rid of him because, quite honestly, the dude literally is still on bond for. He's still on bond for kidnapping shit in Florida. So the dude literally right now, he might not even play in the NFL anymore if he is convicted and does get a life sentence without parole or without bond or whatever. Because I mean, I don't know. So
Dylan has left the call, by the way.
Yeah.
He is no longer with us. Rest in peace. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die.
But again, they cannot sign him until he gets his result from this whole debacle. Which again, as we've stated here on the show, could be life in prison, which is why we had to cut him, unfortunately, because So
It was
again,
worse
we
than- it was worse
need
than,
again before anything can officially happen, we need to wait on this entire case. So again, of course, we will keep you updated as always. But if
Who's
he
that
does
one
not-
cornerback that we had? Who was that one cornerback that we had that came from Pittsburgh? His last name was Sutton. He basically did,
Cameron Sutton.
huh?
Cameron Sutton.
Yeah, Cameron Sutton. So yeah, he basically he did GTA shit and then of course got prison and we had to cut him. So why is this happening again with us where we have two starting cornerbacks who have to do fucking dumb shit in Florida? I don't fucking know. But
it's called the NFL offseason just getting crazier each year. That's just what it's called.
my God.
Regardless, we will see what happens, and of course we will keep you updated. But seemingly, if he gets not too much punishment, he will be with the Seahawks. So we shall see when that happens. But we will of course keep you updated. Moving on to the Rams, as Puka Nacua could be potentially facing real bad suspension from obviously his outside NFL antics, including the whole biting situation. So, do we think he is actually going to get suspended? And if so,
Yes.
can we predict how long? If we even want to do that, I mean, we can guess.
I don't fucking know.
But I do think he is going to be suspended, though.
How
Because
long was
he did some crazy shit.
Suspended for?
Well, hold on. We're getting to that next. So,
Well,
Oh, shit.
No. That was just a general question, though. Like,
8.
Yeah, 8 games.
in that case, I think Puka's getting 8 to 10, or even more.
You think so? You think so for biting someone and doing the anti-Semitic shit?
I mean, if they're really gonna go for it, yes. But if not, then.
But again, this is the NFL.
That would kill the Rams, dude. That would kill the Rams' offense.
But again, we have to remember, as fans, this is the National Football League, and they decide who to punish and for how long. So considering it is Puka Nacua and because it is the goddamn Rams, in my opinion, even though I think he should be punished way longer than, we'll get to it in just a second, James Pierce, they're not gonna allow it. I'm just calling it right now. They're gonna do some behind the scenes bullshit and be like, oh, he'll only be suspended for I don't even want to say the number because I don't want to jinx it, but I'm telling you right now, because it's the NFL and because it's Roger Goodell and his dumbass, he's just not gonna get punished as much as Pierce was. I'm telling you right now, it's just not fucking happening.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, this is the NFL, but he should get some sort of suspension because it'd be worse if he was just unpunished entirely. That just will look really bad, PR wise. So I don't know.
Yeah, frankly,
But
he definitely needs to get suspended at least for a couple games from this shit.
you can't bite people, bro. You just can't.
Even
You can't do it.
got suspended.
Rasheed Rice. Duh. Yeah. Anyways, since we brought it up, I guess I should talk about it. James Pierce from the Atlanta Falcons has been suspended for the first 8 games of the regular season, which I think is utter and complete bullshit. Because the shit that he did compared to guys like Puka Nacua and Rasheed Rice, and I'll even throw Teron Arnold. Teron Arnold is facing life in prison, but again, that's an entirely different thing. But you understand what I am saying. The fact that James Pierce is being suspended for as long as he is for something that, in my opinion, and this may be bias coming from me, but if you ask me, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing fucking wrong.
What the fuck? Nothing wrong. Hang on a minute.
I'm just saying 8 games was too much. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but come on, what are we doing? This is clearly not going to help out the Falcons.
This fucker got felony charges, dude. He's a convicted felon, dude.
So is Teron Arnold, apparently.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
still,
Maybe it's
fucking-
just I don't know. Maybe it's just the delusions. And again, I'm not saying again similar to the Puka situation.
Dude.
He shouldn't get punished. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is
2 charges of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon and 1 count of aggravated stalking. Also charged with fleeing and eluding police officers, aggravated battery of a law enforcement officer, and resisting an officer without violence to his person. Dude.
Damn.
and admittedly, that is
Dude,
pretty
that's
bad.
bad.
And again, this may be the delusion going over my head. But yeah,
Just
if
because
anything,
he's a Falcons player doesn't mean that you can say he's a good person, bro.
no,
You
no,
have
no,
to
he's
admit it.
no, he's not. He's not. No, he clearly isn't. But if anything, I think it's just bullshit that the entire situation is just the way it is because this just shouldn't have happened. And again, this just further proves that the Falcons are forever cursed post 28-3. Like this shit just again keeps on happening, and I don't fucking understand. Like. Again, if anything, I'm just mad at the situation itself. Again, not that he shouldn't have been punished because, again, those charges are no joke at all. But him being out for the first 8 weeks is not going to help them at all. And if that goes as far as affecting their overall season record just in general, let alone winning the goddamn division, because you never know with the NFC South, then obviously I'm going to be pissed. If it turns out that way, then well, clearly blame James Pierce for being a dumbass. And again, I don't like to slander my guys, but god damn it, you can't be doing that shit.
No,
but yeah, if anything, I just think this whole situation is just it's dumb and it shouldn't be happening, but it is unfortunately. So it's like I don't know. I can't deal with this shit. Again, we have our QB situation as is. This is just making it worse. Just overall, don't worry. I'm going to save the song for week 1 when we eventually lose, and I'm just saying it's probably going to happen. So I won't say the song now, but just know it's coming.
Yeah, it's in the chamber as we speak.
It's in the goddamn chamber. But yes, he is suspended for 8 games. But in my personal opinion, Puka Nacua should be suspended for more.
I personally think that the NFL needs to reshape their discipline and shit with how they are going to dish out suspensions and shit.
This has been a discussion, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because they're a bunch of corporate bitches. They are.
Mm-hmm. So.
And the last team we're going to touch on is, at least we were talking about Jerry Jones earlier, but the Cowboys, because number 1, they extended Quinnen Williams, which I think is a great move.
Great, yeah, that's a good move.
And number 2, I think we literally found out moments ago. Von fucking Miller is allegedly going to sign with the Cowboys. Again, Quinnen Williams getting extended is great, but Von Miller potentially joining the team. Now, I don't think it's official, but everyone's saying it's gonna happen like pretty soon.
Von Miller's getting old, though, isn't he?
Well, yes, I think that's obvious, but again, this is goddamn Von Miller. He's
37.
But I mean, dude, like Von Miller is that guy. He's that guy, bro.
Not as good as he used to be when he was with the Broncos, though.
But I'm just saying, him with the Cowboys is going to be definitely something to watch, though.
I'm not saying that he's not going to perform or he's not going to produce in Dallas. I'm just saying, like, with Quinnen Williams, because Quinnen Williams is one of the best defensive tackles in the league, but, I mean, actually, fuck. That's right, they have Rashawn Gary as well, too. Shit, Von Miller might actually produce there for him.
Von, Quinnen, and him, Rashawn Gary, yes.
Don't forget about
Damn.
I'm telling you, man, they got some beefy boys.
What now, Robert?
Don't forget about Donovan Aziriaku.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Aziraku. Yeah, that's right.
We'll see, man. But yes, that's what's going on with Dallas.
Okay, hang on. I'm not trying to interrupt again, but dude, the funny thing is that Dallas's defense is damn near the same as the Lions. Have you ever thought of it?
Okay, we're not dead last though. That's
No, I meant like strength of the team.
Oh, I got you.
I'm not saying in terms of PFF. No, fuck no. I was
But
talking
in
about
terms
like
of just the comparisons, it's eerily similar.
like the strong defensive line, right? You have Hutchinson, and then you have what is it? That guy from Carolina. What's his name? Iquanu, DJ. Owen. I don't know. I can't remember his last name. Iquanu, I think DJ Iquanu or whatever his name is. And then you have Derek Moore as well. Whatever. I don't care. But and then you have Tyleek Williams and of course Lee McNeil. That's solid. Then you have the linebacking core, which of course you got, Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, Jimmy Rolder when he comes back, and of course you have Devin White. And then as far as the safeties, I mean, Cowboys have solid safeties and corners, so I mean, same thing with us. So when you compare it, I mean, we're really similar. Both have high power offenses. Both have, average defenses. It's like, damn, it's like shit. It's kind of crazy to think about. With good special teams as well. I mean, Brandon Aubrey and Jake Bates are like 1A, 1B, in my opinion.
Arguably, yes. But we shall see how the Cowboys pan out. But something tells us they're not going to win the Super Bowl. Which leads to our final segment of the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part 3 finale, surprise, of our Who is Super Bowl Bound segment. We have come to a decision. We are going to eliminate, just because we've done it the last 2 times, 4 more teams from each conference, and the 4 that are left will officially be titled potential Super Bowl teams. That is what we are deciding. And because that's the way we're formatting it, at least for this 3rd and final part, the process is going to be different than the last 2 times. Because this time we're going back and forth. We're going to first pick for sure teams, again, back and forth, who we know for sure can be in the 4, and then not, and then yes, then no, then yes, then no. You'll see. But anyways, let's start first with the AFC, who, let's just recap, Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Jaguars, Patriots, and Steelers. Of these 8 remaining teams, who is the first one we can officially say is damn near Super Bowl bound? Officially.
Wait, damn near Super Bowl bound. Okay, so these. Okay,
we're picking our first one. We're picking our first one to say yes.
Okay, so what were the teams again?
Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Jaguars, Patriots, Steelers.
I'm thinking Broncos.
Broncos and Bills, in my opinion.
I 100% agree.
Broncos and Bills are locks for sure.
Yeah.
As far as the next 2 spots,
well, hold on. We're going one team at a time, though. So,
all right. Let's start with the Broncos. Let's start with the Broncos.
Yeah, I was about to say for the Broncos. I vote for Broncos.
Aye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up for the Denver Broncos. They are the first official team that are the winners. Yay!
Hold on, man. Let me do this.
All right.
Do this in honor of Dylan, who cannot be here.
In honor of Dylan, who has gone to sleep.
There you
go. The golf clap. All right, Denver Broncos, congratulations. And again, it makes sense. In my opinion, they have arguably still the best defense in the entire damn league. And some people would argue if Bo Nix did not get injured, the Broncos might have made the Super Bowl.
That would have been, oh my God, that would have been a really defensive game. Holy shit.
Between Broncos and Seahawks, holy shit.
That would have been like a gladiator fight between defenses, bro.
I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
So, all right. Moving on to the NFC. And again, to remind ourselves, Bears, Lions, Packers, Rams, Giants, Eagles, 49ers, and Seahawks. For the NFC, who is our first official team we are confirming?
I say Rams, personally.
I agree.
I don't even need to ask. That's just a prerequisite because, again, we didn't even mention the fact yet, on this episode at least, Aaron Donald's still rumored to join the goddamn team, which...
The dude apparently looks back like he's getting back to
again,
form.
it is still not official, but it is looking more likely by the literal day.
If that happens, if he does officially come back, dude, we are... Yeah, it's fucked. We're so fucked.
All right, but anyways, Rams, congratulations! You are the first official team who is potential Super Bowl bound for the NFC. Now, we're going to switch to the AFC, but this time, we're now going to eliminate our first team of this new batch. So, Broncos are in. Of our 7 remaining teams, who is the first one out?
I think this is no shocker.
I would personally like to nominate the Steelers first.
Yes.
That's exactly who I was going to say.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. That was pretty easy.
Steelers were not making the... Dude, they're not making the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, you can go fuck yourself.
Geriatric fuck.
Okay. But anyways, then moving on to the NFC. Who is the first team we are taking out?
All right. Who are the teams left?
I would like to not... strictly because of what we are now, of course, being well aware of, what is called an electrical substation. I would like to nominate the Niners because there's no way.
Agreed.
Agreed. Let's just... Okay, all right, yeah, let's just get rid of them.
No, the Niners don't have this. They don't have Robert Saleh to save their defense, and they don't have... And they have Eli Apple. I mean, I think those are the 2 killers right there, I think.
Well,
not to mention, their team is coming back from injuries.
Well, there you go. All right.
So there you go. They can reactivate injuries again. So, yeah.
Well, there you go. All right. Okay, moving back to the AFC. We said Broncos, yes, you are Super Bowl bound. We said Steelers, I don't know. All right, so we have 6 more teams. We have Ravens, Bills, Bengals, Colts, Jaguars, Patriots. Second team to say, yes, you are potentially Super Bowl bound. Who are we nominating as team number 2 to join Denver?
I'm thinking Bills.
Bills for sure.
Yes, I
think Bills are like the second strongest team in the AFC, in my opinion.
They have to be. But yes, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. Now, again, will it actually happen? Again, we shall see. We shall see, indeed. Again, Bills, it has to happen at some point before Josh Allen fucking retires for a long God. But anyways, moving on to the NFC. The 6 remaining teams, because again, we said Rams, yes, and 49ers, hell no. We have Bears, Lions, Packers, Giants, Eagles, and Seahawks. Who is the second team that will be joining the Rams in the Super Bowl bound group?
I'm thinking Seahawks.
Yeah, I think Seattle is. I think it's gonna be Rams and Seattle, because I don't think Seattle is gonna be that bad. Like, I mean, they're still really freaking good.
They're still really fucking good. Yeah. Well, there you go. That was, again, this is fairly easy. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Seahawks are now joining the Rams in the group of 4, the final 4, we should say. All right, back to the AFC. We need to eliminate another team. I would personally like to nominate the Patriots.
Yeah.
I agree. Although, yeah, I mean, damn. This is... I'm thinking either Patriots or Colts here.
I would like to nominate the Colts, personally.
I don't think the Colts are going to be the same team because they lost Michael Pittman.
Have a better chance than the Colts.
I would eliminate the Patriots last, personally.
All right. Nominating. If you want to nominate the Colts for elimination, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Well, shit. Okay. I love you, Danny Dimes, but goddamn it,
dude, we don't know how he's gonna be after his injury, bro. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, Colts. Sorry, but you're gone. I'm sorry. I mean, I was going to nominate them later on, but I guess we might as well do it now. All right. All right. For the NFC, for the NFC, I would like to nominate, as much as, it's not hate, but again, reasonable. I would like to nominate the Giants.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, that was easy. Because again, last week we were deciding between them and the Commanders for the final team to be out, and well, whoever the team wasn't getting picked was going to get picked the next time, arguably. So, Giants, it's just simple as that. No hard feelings, but Giants, unfortunately, we just don't know. Again, it could be good, but we don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, they could be a sneaky wild card team, but Super Bowl, give it some time. But anyways, all right. We are now down to the final four remaining, at least. So back to the AFC. Bills and Broncos are officially in. Steelers and Colts are out, along with the rest of the previously eliminated teams. The final four teams we have to decide on are the Ravens, Bengals, Jaguars, and Patriots. So now we need to nominate the third team that will be joining the winner's circle. So who are we nominating?
Oh my God.
I think, and you know what? I think I'll make the announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, starting pretty much week one of the regular NFL season, Christian is coming back. He will be back with YKB Sports. So I think in honor of Christian coming back to obviously join the panel, I think I nominate the Jags to be the third team.
I think we thought we were eliminating a team.
No. I
move.
No, that would have been a dick move. But yeah, I think we should nominate the Jaguars to be in the final four.
I do agree. Jaguars are probably the strongest team in the AFC South, in my opinion.
They look like it on paper for sure.
They made the AFC Championship literally last year, or was it divisional?
They almost did. Well, they had that. Well,
it was the divisional. It was the divisional. My bad.
It was wild card against.
Or a wild card. Sorry, wild card.
And I'm telling you, if that game would have gone the other way, I think Christian was not wrong when the Jags could have made a run for the AFC title for sure.
If only they weren't against Buffalo.
Yeah, it was just circumstance to me, in my opinion, but yes, I think the Jaguars are looking again incredibly strong, similar to how they did last year. And again, I would not be shocked if not only did they win the AFC South again, but they made a real deep run in the playoffs this time. Yes. I would not mind that at all, because honestly, with everything they went through with Urban Meyer and all that shit, they would deserve it 100%. I would not hate that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. NFC. Of course, we said, yes, Rams, Seahawks, you are Super Bowl bound. And then we said, 49ers, Giants, get out of here. So we got the last four teams, which of course are Bears, Lions, Packers, Eagles. We need a third team to join LA and Seattle. Who are we nominating?
I feel like...
I think we can agree on which two...
Well, hold on. We're doing one at a time.
But you know where I'm going with this.
Mm.
Should we go with our hometown team or the ones on the east of
us? I think we've all agreed throughout this season that the Lions are a top four team in the NFC.
Yeah.
So I think it's smart that we just go with the Lions to get it out of the way.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Because we have a top five offense in the NFL. And if our defense plays basically average and maybe even above average, we would win games and potentially win our division. So it's like,
the defense just needs to lock in. Our offense is all ready to go.
Like, I mean, and besides, like looking at our schedule, like we're pretty much guaranteed a playoff berth. Because of the teams that we're going to face. Knock on wood, we're pretty much guaranteed it. But, like, But of course, we need to play the games. But you know what I mean. Like the opponents is not as tough as some other teams. You know what I mean. So
Again,
So,
as
I
much
mean,
as
the
we hate,
Lions should be.
as much as we hated being last in the division, again, at least bragging rights wise, it helped us out in the long run because look at the schedule now. And again, as I mentioned last week when I was doing the episode by myself, fucking Mad Dog had us at 13-4 when he went on first take a few days ago, and I don't think that's a coincidence at all.
It's really not, because that's what we were thinking for like the longest time. When you look at the schedule, like our toughest matchups are going to be pretty much against the Bills, against the Packers and Bears, and then even the Vikings, depending on how they play. So it's like, I don't know, man.
You know what I mean?
I mean, every other game is winnable.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So I think Lions, join in.
Are we nominating? Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't.
Yes. You, ladies and gentlemen, you knew it was gonna happen. Were you kidding?
It's not. We are not being biased. No, it's when you look at the schedule.
We're
and
saying
then you look at
top four.
what we
We're
have.
saying top four. That's humble. It's humble.
We are top four, and that is something that people need to understand. Oh yeah, cool. Our secondary didn't play great. We upgraded our secondary.
Thankfully.
We have a defensive line. We have a great line. We have one of the best linebacking cores. Jack Campbell and Devin White. Devin White played really great for the Raiders last season. Robert can attest to that. So
we should.
I mean, yeah. Besides, yeah. Right. So anyway, long story short, Lions, you're in. All right.
Yes, sir. All right.
Let's roll.
Moving on to back to the AFC, we need another team eliminated. And once again, can we please get rid of the Patriots? Please. Can you please get rid of them?
It's either Patriots, Bengals, and Ravens. That's what we have left.
I say Patriots. Get them out, please.
Yeah, just for the love of the game, let's do Patriots.
I really don't trust the Patriots because I think wait, what is the Patriots' schedule this year?
Tougher than last year. Mm-hmm.
They're facing Seattle week 1, then they're facing Pittsburgh, then Jackson. Jesus Christ! They're they're facing in Seattle, then they have to face Pittsburgh, then they have to go at Jacksonville or in Duval, then they have to go against Buffalo. Then they have to face Las Vegas, and they have to face the Jets. Then they go into Chicago against the Bears. Then they have to face the Packers. Then they have to face the Lions. Then face the Chargers. Dude, their schedule is fucked, dude.
I told you, them making the Super Bowl and having that cupcake-ass run was the biggest blessing in disguise ever.
No, here are the teams that they have to face. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Jacksonville, Buffalo. Twice, by the way. They faced Buffalo twice. Face Chicago. Face Green Bay. Face Detroit. Face the Chargers. Face the Vikings. Face the Chiefs. And, of course, face the Broncos. Dude, do you have any idea how much of a gauntlet that is? Dude, they're fucked. They are fucked.
All who nominate the New England Patriots?
Yeah.
They're
fucked. They are fucked.
Patriots, I told you either way we were getting you out. I told you. All right.
I didn't realize how bad their schedule. I did not realize how tough their schedule was.
Oh, yeah.
If I had known that, I would have nominated them earlier.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit!
All right.
Wow, that's bad.
Moving back to the NFC, we need another team eliminated. The remaining 3 teams are the Bears, Packers, and Eagles. And if I
nominate Packers, I nominate Packers.
I second that.
Packers should not be in there.
Absolutely. Yes.
Packers should not be there.
Get 'em out.
The Packers are literally like. If I'm gonna do a ranking on the lineups in the NFC North, I'm going I don't.
They're third. They're third. They're third. I'm
They're
sorry.
third
it's
on
not
the
even a
list.
question.
Like Bears and Lions are like 1A, 1B, and then you have, of course,
They're
Green
just
Bay,
looking at the
then
They're
Minnesota.
just looking that the Vikings are just mid.
Vikings are just kind of clinging on to relevance at this point. That's what they're trying to do. I mean, you have Jordan Addison, who clearly likes speeding tickets more than actually putting speed on the field. And then you have Justin Jefferson, who, honestly, he's literally Randy Moss right now. He's like as close to Randy Moss as you can get. But unfortunately, he's stuck on a mediocre Vikings team that, quite honestly, has not really given him much to cheer for or much to, root for.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the end. No, not the end of the world, but the end of this segment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone through every single team, and we told you we would tell you who is Super Bowl bound all around the league. And in each conference, of course, it is time to decide the final team who is in and the final team who is out. So, of course, for the AFC, Bills, Broncos, and Jaguars, you are in. And, of course, Steelers, Colts, and Patriots, along with all the other teams, y'all are out. We are down to the final two. And I do think, considering both of their teams' current circumstances, just in general, I don't think it's a coincidence that it's down to these two teams. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Only one can join the other three teams who we have decided, who we have claimed here on YKB, the sports show, is Super Bowl bound. There's only one spot left. So, gentlemen, who are we taking as that last spot?
Okay, this is something that
This is hard.
I am not taking that shitty ass Bengals defense.
I can't. Well, yeah, I can't. I really. That's like the one thing that I can't blame you with, because the Bengals still have so many question marks on their team. Like, their offensive line is still a problem.
They got Dexter Lawrence though.
I understand that, but their secondary is still a question mark. Still filled with question marks.
Yeah.
And they do not have Trey Hendrickson anymore.
Also,
No Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I know your offense can carry you games, or can win games, but defense can win you championships. And if we're going down that route, I have to say it. I'm picking the Ravens to join the next team. I mean, do the Ravens still have Lamar? They still have Mark Andrews. They have Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers. They just got Trey Hendrickson in free agency.
Linderbaum. Linderbaum.
Linderbaum is gone, but at the end of the day, I mean, they're just the more complete team at the end of the day, I think, than the Bengals is.
I just think the Ravens are just so unfraud, much like they were last year. I'm telling you right now.
I feel the same way about the Bengals as well, to be honest with you. I feel like the whole AFC North is just not a good division in general.
And they used to be so good, and now they're just...
George, trust me, I'm just as pissed as you are. Like, I wish the Bengals just completely just had a great defense.
I'm telling you, if they face a similar just curse that the Falcons did, I'm going to feel so bad for Cincy, bro. I can't even lie to you. It just pisses me off thinking about that.
Face this season. Bucks, Texans, Steelers, Jags, Dolphins, Ravens. They got a solid schedule.
Yeah, not as bad. I mean, other than Jags and Ravens and I guess Steelers, we're not counting the Browns. They have a pretty okay schedule, so they might be able to get away with some games. Oh my god, I just wish their secondary again wasn't just Swiss cheese. Okay, well, I think it's time for our decision. I'll go first, and this may be petty, but I'm picking the Bengals as the last team. Robert, go next.
I'm going logical. I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm going Ravens as well, personally. If you look at the Ravens on paper, like, their offense is still really, really solid. Like, Mark Andrews, you still got Derrick Henry, you still got Zay Flowers. I mean, and Lamar Jackson's still there. I mean, the defense, I mean, should actually get better under Jesse Minter. Where you have Marlon Humphrey there. You just got Trey Hendrickson in free agency. You still got Kyle Hamilton back there. I mean, you still got Roquan Smith. I mean, that defense. I mean, you still have players on that defense, man. So I mean, it's better than Cincinnati's team. Even though the Ravens offensively might not be as good as the Bengals is, you have to admit they don't even have to be. The offense just needs to be able to score points, and they'll win football games and potentially make it to the Super Bowl. You know, I don't know. Hell, we've watched. I mean, Tyler, you know this. Like, last season, the Bengals scored, 45 points, and they still lost?
Yeah.
Because their defense could not stop them, or couldn't get a stop. Like, I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, I know Dexter Lawrence is a big piece and factor of it, but, like... I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I just don't think it's going to be enough, personally.
I just hope that they can, again, similar to the Giants, sneak on as a wild card somehow.
The Giants.
We'll see. Well, again, just like in terms of situation, because like again, we know that the Giants, at least, well, again, we shall see. I'm not saying like 0% chance, but the Giants are likely going to sneak on as a wild card, right? If they can,
they should.
So I hope that in terms of that maybe Cincinnati can do the same thing.
Cincinnati can make the play. I'm not saying that they won't make the playoffs. I'm just saying that they're not
again, just like the Lions, the Bengals defense needs to lock the fuck in and play ball.
Same situation, literally.
And what a coincidence too. I mean, God, we didn't even talk about preseason yet. Yeah, so of course
Burrow got sacked by the Lions' second stringers too. I have to mention that too. Yeah, and that's their starting offensive line too.
Yeah.
Like, that's concerning.
That's concerning as hell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for our last decision.
Ooh, boy.
Okay, so hold on. We got
this is gonna get interesting.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us officially congratulate for the AFC teams who we have deemed as Super Bowl bound: the Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos, and Jacksonville Jaguars. Yay! And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the NFC. So, of course, we have said Rams, Seahawks, Lions, you are in. 49ers, Giants, and Packers, along with the other pre-eliminated teams, y'all are gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to 2, and we need one more final decision. And again, similar to Ravens and Bengals, I don't think it's a coincidence it's down to these two. It is the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. My heart is telling me pick one team. But I'll bite my tongue for now. God, I don't know.
I need to really think about this one. Okay.
This one's even tougher than...
Okay. I think if we're going logically here...
Wait, hold on, wait. Robert, repeat that.
I'm not picking a rival, I know that for sure.
Oh, he's going petty with this shit. I like that.
I can't blame you. Like, who do the Bears face this season? I need to look at this.
They face us twice. They face Green Bay twice.
They face Chicago. Oh, no, dude, they face Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
They face Philly. Hang on a minute. So let me look at the schedule real quick. So they face Panthers week 1, Vikings week 2, Eagles week 3, Jets week 4, Packers week 5, Falcons week 6, Patriots week 7, Seahawks, literally, they're going into Seattle week 8, or week 9, I think. I think that's week 9. Week 10, Buccaneers. Then they face the Saints. Then Lions, Jaguars. Then they face the Bills. And then they still have to face us as well. So, Do I think they're going to take the division? No. I definitely don't think
shouldn't.
so. Their defense is still Swiss cheese, too.
Because last season was a travesty. I think we can all agree it was just a travesty. But we're
The
going to
one thing I
that.
want to make this abundantly clear with the Bears is the fact that their defense, literally, the only reason why they won the most or the amount of games that they did was because of their defense getting takeaways. If you take away the fact that they were getting takeaways, the Bears are not winning most of the games, and they're not winning the division. Do I think that they're going to have the same amount of luck this season? Fuck no. They're going to be. I personally think that the Bears are not as good as what people think. I think that how much they lost.
But to play devil's advocate here, low key, Philly as a team has been regressing for a minute, and I don't think we can't not talk about that. So
I'm not.
again,
Yeah, I know. Free. I'm looking at the free agency. So who do they? Oh, that's right. They lost their center too. The Bears lost their guy, their center. They lost Terrell Edmonds. They lost Kevin Byard, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and then they also don't have what's his name, Kobe Bryant for 4 to 6 months because of knee surgery. So I mean, dude, there are still holes. I mean, and they also lost Nashawn Wright to the Jets too. So they lost so many players. Yeah, I mean they didn't really fix the holes as much as they lost. I need to see who they lost though, if I can free agency losses. Here we go. So they lost TJ. Yeah, that's right. They lost DJ Moore in the offseason. They released or they traded him. They don't have him anymore. They don't have Tremaine Edmonds. They don't have Jaquan Brisker anymore. They don't got Kevin Byard. Don't have CJ Gardner-Johnson or Nashawn Wright. And Drew Dahlman retired. So, I mean, dude, they have so many holes on their roster that they didn't really fill in free agency. Sure, it helped. It helped when you got Dylan Thieneman from Oregon. But at the end of the day, do I think it's going to help them win a Super Bowl or get to a Super Bowl? No, I really don't think so. I think the offense is inconsistent at times. Like, there's games where I definitely think that teams let off the gas pedal. And I'm looking at you, Green Bay. And then when they actually faced the Rams actually kind of just told them to get out of here. Thank you for your fighting, but let's let the real men play. So, do I think that they're going to win this division? No. And in that case, I think that they're going to get knocked out here.
Okay. Well, I think it's time we come to our final decision. I will go first for the last
Besides,
team.
the Eagles got better in free agency, too.
Some would argue. But regardless, it has come down to the final decision. I will go first again. And again, I do not like either of these teams for very different reasons. But if if you hold a gun to my head, and I had to pick in order to live, I am picking Philly as the last of the four.
They really didn't lose much free agency. They really didn't.
Robert, your official decision?
I'm going with Philly.
I'm going with Philly mainly because of the fact that their offensive line is still intact. They still got, they still got players. Sure, you lost to Kobe Dean. Sure, you lost Reed Blankenship.
You still got Saquon Barkley at the end of the day.
You have Saquon Barkley back there. You also have Devontae Smith. You have Dallas Goedert at tight end.
Yes.
And not to mention that defense, you still have Jalen Carter. You still got Jordan Davis. You just signed Tariq Woolen from Seattle. So, you literally got him. You still got Cooper DeJean. You still got Quinyon Mitchell. That defense is a lot more trustworthy than what the Bears had because they just the Bears defense just couldn't stop anything. They just couldn't stop anyone. And they had to rely on Caleb Williams making, clutch play or crazy plays to keep their game alive. And I don't know. I think that they're gonna. I think that's gonna come back to bite them in the ass. So yeah, give me Philly here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is done. Your 8 total Super Bowl bound teams are the Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos, Jacksonville Jaguars, Detroit Lions, Los Angeles Rams, Philadelphia Eagles, and Seattle Seahawks. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the finale of our Super Bowl bound segment. I personally cannot wait to do this time next year when this season, of course, rolls around. And I'm just excited for this season upcoming. This is going to be amazing. But that will also conclude our episode, our historic milestone episode at that. But we have, ironically, another milestone coming up just in general because, ladies and gentlemen, how many weeks are in a year? 52? Guys, we're coming up on the 1 year. Get hyped, ladies and
1 year
gentlemen. We are
anniversary.
almost reaching 1 full trip around the sun. My God.
Holy shit.
Episode 53 is going to be a celebration. That is for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, that's Robert. That's Alex. I'm Tyler. Y'all know Dylan. Y'all know Boba. Y'all know Sasha. Christian's coming back in a couple weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, 50 down and plenty more to go. But ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. Take care. We will see you next week, or this next week, I should say. Take care.